Yeah, take your time. Recording has been started.
Okay.
Yes, Kishore, over to you.
Yes. Hello, team. Good evening. Greetings from Athira Foundation. I'm audible, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
you are.
guys.
Okay. So, myself, Kishore, I'm a part of Athira Foundation. I take this opportunity to give you all the complete overview of NGO on behalf of Athira Foundation. So, before going to the jumping into the concept of NGO, let me give you a quick introduction about the NGO, guys. So, in today's time, NGO are playing a significant role, as we all know, because many times we can see, and n number of times we have witnessed, state or government bodies have failed to function. So, when there is an issue or multiple issues which are not solved or reached by the government, NGO comes into the picture. NGO plays an important role in conveying these issues and to look after them. So, there are many issues which are intentionally outzoned or looked down by the government. So these issues has to be popularized and looked after. So this will be done by NGO who are willing to do good for the society. Okay. So in this organization, especially in a non-government organization, anyone can take part. Anyone can take membership and become its member. Even they can take membership by their own will, or even they can quit at whatever whenever they want. But Edwin Masihi says that it is not always free for everyone at times. On demand, people are enrolled. So let's jump into the main concept then. So if
Yeah,
we come across the main NGO concept, there will be first question, what is NGO? We all know like expansion of NGO, it's non-governmental organization, right? So, but still we have to go further. We have to dig deeper. So these are the organizations which are independent of government involvement, which also involves in carrying a wide range of activities for the benefit of underprivileged people and also the society at large. So now one can ask me the question like who are underprivileged people? Yes, it's a good question, but still no one asked me. So a person, a group or community not enjoying the same standard of living and not enjoying the same standard of rights like others in the society. So these people are called as underprivileged people. I think I'm clear about this underprivileged people. Right. Since I mentioned fundamental rights and human rights, so I would like to ask you a question, guys. So can anyone tell me what are the fundamental rights of Indian Constitution and how many are there? Can anyone try? Guys, it's about fundamental rights. Karthik, Prajwal, Vasu.
the network problem.
I think it's some 6 or 8.
So initially it was 7. Now it is 6. So anyways, yes, right to freedom, right to equality, right against exploitation, freedom of religion and culture, educational culture, and also constitutional remedies. Before 1978, 44th Amendment, there was one more right called right to property. So under the rule of Moraji Desai Janata Party, they have ruled out the right to property from the fundamental rights. Anyways, okay. So in normal words, if we talk about the underprivileged people, these are the people like very needy, deprived, disadvantaged, poor, and needful members of the community. And we can also describe NGO as a small or tiny social collectives established by a smaller or a larger group of people to achieve some set or some bunch of social goals. Okay. So then now comes the question, what are social goals? So it can be described as the goals that connect one individual or group to their immediate world. Why to connect? So in order to connect to the immediate world, like to make an impact, to create values, to solve social problems, to protect natural environment, to improve the quality of human life, to increase the human security and also human welfare. So I would like to highlight one social goal here to solve social problems. Can anyone tell me what are the social problems which we are facing right now? Okay, no problem. Let me continue then. So there are very many
Right
social
to vote.
problems. Yes, yes, come on. Yes, it's a very good social problem. I mean, to discuss. Then poverty, unemployment, caste system, illiteracy, gender
Mm.
inequality, alcohol and drugs, refugee crisis, like it goes on.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So there's a lot of disturbance, Karthik, I guess.
Yeah. Now.
Okay, no problem. But still, can you unmute your, can you mute yourself? Karthik, can you mute? Okay. And Vasudeva, can you mute? Okay, it's fine now. So social goals can be of individual or corporate level both. So corporate social goals usually described as corporate social responsibility, we all know it. And while personal social goals can be described as community services. So now, why social goals are important? This is very important because these are the social goals we set to ourselves, like to achieve by by making a group of a people, by opening a social set of collectives and all. So why it is very important now to know why social goals are important. Setting and pursuing social goals can remind you that you are an important stakeholder in the overall development of the society. So as we know, like India will describe India as like unity in diversity. We do have diverse problems in communities and around the world that requires more than government efforts to address some of these challenges. Right. So let us go to the touch lives. I mean to touch lives. So there are many people, that means a disadvantaged people and even underprivileged people around the world. Who knows? We have not even met them, but still they might have like their own skill set, and also they might have the great potential. So when you set goals to meet social needs of these people, that means you are touching lives and transforming destinies. Correct. So God created you as you for a reason. So when you cried for the first time, I mean, the world heard the voice it had never heard before. Now you have to touch the world in such a way that it has never touched before. So passing on. So to find your true passion. So our social goals can indeed help us to find our true passion. Why? Because in many instances, even I have experienced it. So we have chosen, we have chosen our career. Our chosen career may not be our true passion. So somewhere down the line, we may start thinking like, start feeling like, I think this is not the career which I'm looking for. Like, this is not my passion. But still, even after successful, but still you feel the same thing. So by getting involved in some social responsibilities, you may find your passion, true passion, something to live the rest of your life. Then to stay motivated. So meeting social needs and achieving social goals can also be a source of motivation that will definitely boost your performance in other areas life as well. Friends, let me tell you, so no matter how you get motivated, no matter what, by what you get motivated, just get motivated and you just see the result. That definitely boost your life. That definitely boost your performance in every aspects of your life. So again, somewhere down the line, when you focus too much on yourself and your career, you might get bored with routines, and maybe your motivation level goes down, decreases. But getting involved and achieving this type of social goals definitely increases your standard of life. Okay, again, to boost your public image, we are in social media world now, so everyone want to be public. Everyone feels like, yes, I'm a celebrity, I would like to showcase my life. So in this case, while carrying out the honest duties of touching lives and meeting needs, there is a chance that you may get recognized, right? There always be a chance if you have a honest, if you have done honest duties. So for what you're doing, you might get recognized. This can obviously boost your public image, and you will get to meet the greatest personalities to grow your network in your social pursuits. Okay, fine. Now let's pass on. Now we got clear about why social goals are much important now. Now it's let's explain about examples of social goals. So first thing is be a volunteer. So this is, as I told you earlier, like participation is very much important. So one of the ways to get involved is by being a volunteer. So that there are different ways to get about this, but still, let me give an example, guys. So start teaching your favorite subject in the community school for free of cost. This also be a volunteer work, and even donate a portion of your income to charity. This donation should comes to your mind only if you do not have the time to get physically involved, because organization need your physical involvement. So if you don't have time, so then set a goal to donate portion of your monthly or annual income into charity. Okay, then become a mentor. So making yourself available to guide younger people. So younger people are the one who are seeking more guidance from the seniors, correct? So there might be something you can do to help. Sharing your wealth, nobody will ask you to share your wealth, correct? And nobody's willing to share the wealth as well. So you can share your wealth of experience, you can share the wealth of your knowledge with younger people in your community, and guiding them to, can be a great idea according to me. So then attending community meetings is very important. Why? Because this will definitely open your eyes to the needs around you, and it's even a great platform to discuss about the social welfare ideas, plans, goals, whatever, and for the complete overall betterment of the society. And request charitable donations on your birthday. Take an initiative on your birthday. Instead of throwing a party, group of friends, make a make a common goal. Try visiting orphanage or any older age homes. Go there, spend some time, and try to donate whatever, how much you're possible to, you're willing to donate. And I definitely, I'm damn sure that you will be remembered this whole year. I mean, throughout your lifetime. That birthday would be your complete memorable birthday. Then donate your old clothes, guys. It is very easy, and even now I can see like people from different trusts are coming to, they're coming door to door step, and they're asking for the older clothes so that they can utilize that clothes in their trust, in their older, in their orphanage homes, or anything. Like even after, I think maybe we can wear the same clothes for 1 year. After that, definitely no one will do it, but it's easy for us to do it. So it's better to donate our clothes, and even help victims of natural disasters. As I told in the second point, so obviously it's highly impossible for us to physically, get involved in rescuing in refugees, and also it's better to donate a portion of your income to that refugees. And even if we are very much concerned about this environment, the carbon emissions and all, so we'll start, so you can start or join an advocacy group so that you can educate and enlighten the crisis, the environment degradation to the people, to the society. And the last and the important thing is CPR. So what is CPR here? Cardiopulmonary pulmonary resuscitation. So it is a life-saving skills, guys. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, yes, Kishore, we can.
Yes,
Okay.
bro. Yes.
Okay. It's okay. It's a life-saving skill here. So one can acquire to save lives in emergency. Even you get certified with that. Like if you suppose if you get a certification, you'll not only able to use to save it to save lives, but also you can able to train several others. These are all examples of social goals. So now the very important part. So history of the NGO. So as it is said, like if you are like going to read or study about the concept, it is better you to go with the background than the concept than the development. BCD. This is how it works. So let us know what how the history of NGO, the complete history here. So NGOs have a very unique and vast past history, guys. In India, especially in earlier times, people of India have seen to provide help and render their help to others in almost all difficult times. Why? Because they believed if they help people in needy, then God would reward them and wash away their sins. So they felt this and they achieved a sense of peace and would die peacefully after helping one or two members. So even many kings, rulers also started charity and serving human lives in almost all the ways as they believed again God would give them more and also shower his blessings upon them. Somewhere 18th and 19th century, even in 17th centuries, people started forming many organizations and associations. So okay, let me give you example here. One of the examples is like organized and voluntary activity, just like a reform movement. So like reformation in the sense reformation of the movement against the social evils, where many movements were carried out for the betterment of society and to fight against social evil activities. So, can anyone tell me the social evils at 17th and 18th century? Can anyone?
Yeah, like Raja Ramohan Rai, the stamp that I can see over here. So I know this thing like he had abolished sati system like
Yes,
when
Sati system. Mhm.
yeah, so many social reforms that had happened because of these great freedom fighters. Yeah.
Correct, correct. So there are social evil. Like at that time, child marriage was a and that's a social evil comes on the first condition, and untouchability, sati system, caste system, and much more. So these are the great personalities who took their initiative in the voluntary services and they have reformed and they started this cult. So even Gandhiji also, while fighting against British rule, he also wanted to fight these social evils. So even he participated in many movements to fight against these evils. So later on, many NGOs inspired by Gandhian ideologies, they were established, like Ekalavya and Disha and Seva. These are those one of those NGOs which are inspired by Gandhian ideologies. So these are all before independence, then after independence. So when India achieved independence, people also started to recognize their basic rights because now the major part came like constitution after like fundamental rights. So every citizen, that is the privilege of being an Indian citizen, correct? So we are all enjoying the fundamental rights, and also it's our duty to do fundamental duty. So at this time, even the government also launched many schemes, many policies, that made a great effort in overall development. But process like, guys, industrialization, urbanization, and politics, modernization, democratization has increased after independence. All this process also had this adverse effect on the society and the community after the independence. So what they did, what was the adverse effect here? These process have made uh, more alert and worries about inequalities they might cause. Like for example, gender inequality in industrialization, economic inequality in urbanization, and social inequality in modernization, and also led to child labor. So I can tell here, due to industrialization and urbanization, people has led the migration. I mean, they have led the migration of people. It led migration of people from rural areas to urban areas in search of a better life. So what this happened, like due to this, the effect was now what we are seeing, the present slums. So due to overutilization of natural resources, imbalance of labor, and unemployment in urban areas, this all caused, this led to the pollution. Okay, so there are many crucial other problems also which are caused by consumerism and also overall utilization in the name of development. So whole world is facing a horrifying problem now. Can anyone tell? Can anyone guess what is the major problem which whole world is facing now? There are many, but still you can guess it.
Poverty.
It's a health.
Yeah, but I, correct. But those are the what I can tell. Then you should at least come for a basic now. Garbage disposal. That is why thousands of NGOs are established to make society a better place and contributing to the development of the society overall. Now, these are the concepts of NGO according to, like, these people are like active NGOs. They are led an organization. And according to Paccarel, according to Cotton, Prabhakar, and Bose, their point of view for the concept of NGO. I don't think I should read this. Okay, let's pass on to the next slide. Now, the types of NGO. According to the activities the NGOs are taking, so we are classified into these types, like charity, relief and rehabilitation at the time of natural calamities or natural disasters, service oriented service like education service, medical service, and even basic services, economic development for the oppressed, economically backward people, social development, overall social development, empowerment, where gender inequality comes here, network and support, as you know. So again, NGO are also classified by orientation and level of operation. So before going to the level of operation, I would like to tell you the orientation. Why? So by considering the significance of NGO in development and empowerment, it has been classified in third sector organization. Okay. So then what are the first sector and the second sector of organization? So first sector is capitalism, second sector is socialism, third sector is NGO only in the by considering the significance of development and empowerment. Okay, so and again NGO is classified again by the level of operation. So community based, city based, state based, national based, and international based. So community based is I mean, the NGO, their operation will be restricted to particular community, for example, tribes. And city-based is if their level of operation is restricted only with the city. For example, Mysore, it's a district of Karnataka, and Uttara Kannada, Dakshina Kannada. These are these cities where we find larger number of tribal settlement. So if we are concentrating, if the NGOs are concentrating only on the particular city, then it is a city-based NGO, and even if it is go for state-based, national-based, international-based, and goes on. Like international base, I can give you example of WWF, Worldwide Fund for Wildlife, and goes on. Okay, there are a lot of objectives, guys. Just I would like to highlight few points here. To provide welfare services to the highly exploited and the depressed or oppressed people more economically. It is the first objective. Second one is improvement of economic and social environment of the people, and to provide education, especially for tribes and underprivileged people, and also the overall human resource development for the weaker section. And the basic services stands like providing essential basic services like housing, roads, electricity, school education, and also primary healthcare services. And even to stop gender inequality, and to increase and to support the gender equality, eradicating social evils, like as we said, like poverty, unemployment, and alcohol, drugs, refugees, etc., and even natural for the betterment of natural environment. And one of the basic and the primary objective of NGO is this, like through the vital activities or the diverse activities of NGOs in all fields, NGOs are setting an example for humanity. This shows humanity still exists, correct? So no one teaches us about humanity, but still it is the basic nature of human, but still nowadays it's hard to find. And even spreading awareness is much needed. These are also objectives of NGO, to bring a social change in the society. So now NGO could be very effective and efficient only with the active participation of the people up to the grassroots level. Without active participation, the NGO cannot be effective, cannot be efficient, and it cannot reach the grassroots level as well. So historically traced, like participation has been treated as a concept in the strategy. Suppose if you are a group of people and we are strategizing it for the development to get a planned outcome. So what is the major concept we need here? Participation. So from the historical view, participation is treated as a concept in order to get a planned outcome. If there is no active participation, then there won't, definitely there will be outcome, but there won't be a planned outcome. And as we all know, participation is dynamic, correct? It is widely accepted. And even the opposite of dynamic is static in fluid mechanics. Even if you want to write a definition about the static universally, still you have to be a dynamic. And an NGO needs people participation, which is tending from manipulative participation to authentic participation. So there are different types of participation. If the member, the NGO members tend to move from manipulative participation to authentic participation, then definitely NGO will be again effective and efficient, and it be successful. So now the question: can anyone tell me which day is a World NGO Day and which ministry NGO comes? NGO comes. World NGO Day and NGO under which ministry? Anyone, guys? Okay, no one. Okay.
Is it March 1st?
So for no, 27th February is World NGO Day, and it comes under the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. So these are some thoughts. So to be a change or to bring a change, we all need to be part of change towards social cause. So let us utilize this platform of NGO to be a part of change. People can be remembered by their personal accomplishments, but the memories that linger most are how they have used their lives and resources to touch their lives and make their societies better. These are final thoughts with the NGO. And let's come into the conclusions. Here, NGO is directly proportional to the failure of government. So if the higher number of failures, then the number of NGO obviously increases. If the failure of government decreases, then number of NGO decreases. So I could again say like NGO is directly proportional to the failure of government. So that's it. The complete overview about the NGO, guys. Thank you. I hope everyone got a complete overview about the NGO. I tried my best to explain you guys, to try educate you guys regarding this NGO, the complete concept. Yes, I'm done with the session. It's over to you, Karthik.
Yeah, that was a nice session. Hello. Hello. We are able to hear
Yes, Karthik. Yes, Karthik. Sorry.
So, anyone have any questions? We have very less participants on Sunday evening.
Yeah, this is very informative, and I really appreciate you guys. You have given us a very good knowledge about what is NGO about and what is the history of NGO. It really helps us to know better, like what is NGO all about. I appreciate it. Great work, bro.
Thank you.
Thank you, Vasu. Thank you.
Swanand, Harish, Naveen. Naveen, any questions, Naveen? Please speak. Please unmute yourself and ask anything. What do you have?
If you have any doubts, please do ask us. We'll try to solve it. There only be two cases. If the audience has no doubt, then either they have not understood understood anything, or else they have understood everything. Only two cases.
Yeah. It means that you have taken the session, and it means they have understood everything. I think someone is playing with annotation. Who is that? Guys, please be mature yourself.
Karthik
Yes,
and sorry, Kishore. So I have one, like, it's not about doubt. I have just one thing to put up on this. So first of all, thank you for letting us know the basic overview of the NGOs, and being a part of this NGO, we are also got to know the basic information. So I just wanted to know, how does Athira works in accordance with this NGO points? You told about the overview of an NGO, but how does Athira
Yes.
Foundation go ahead?
Even Shivanand, even you are the part of Athira now. We have to plan it. Definitely.
Okay, There is no already planned kind of thing.
No.
Okay.
We need all your inputs so that we need your active participation so that our NGO could be very effective and efficient, as I said earlier.
Okay.
Okay, then, guys, if anyone don't have any question, we'll wind up this session.
Yes, then it's already 8.
Yes, we started very late. We are ending very soon. Okay, then thank you, Kishore, for the session. In session, we have a great story of the NGO. We need out, we
Thank you,
list
Karthik.
again. Thank you, Kishore. Thank you all. Sure. Thank you so much. Yes.
Thank you,
Have a
team.
nice
Yes.
day.
Thank you all.
Good night.
Good night. Have a great day. Bye-bye.